There we go. All right, where it goes. So, chocolate caramel slice, or peppermint slice, or cherry ripe slice. One of those is what we're going to do. So, first thing I'm going to show you how to do is the base. It's a really, really easy recipe. It's a cup of everything and then butter. Okay, so it's a cup of coconut. Well, this is self-raising, so a cup of self-raising flour. Make sure you level it off. Okay, cup of self-raising flour. A cup of coconut. This is desiccated coconut, so it's the fine coconut. It's been like really, really chopped up, so it's really fine. You can get coconut flakes, and you can also get coconut that is in a longer strip. Okay, so chopped up, but not quite as chopped up. Well, thank you, boys. Is that 2 now? You meant to buy 1 each. So I'm one each.
The other one's still coming.
Yeah, it needs to come.
It's in the works.
1 each. Thank you. All right. So it is a firmly packed cup of brown sugar. It is a whole cup of brown sugar. So this is not something you would eat for weight loss. Okay? All right. So that is a firmly packed. So get it to the top and a firmly packed cup. It looks a little bit like a sandcastle when you plonk it out.
Well, I most definitely want to eat.
And then you need to blend that all together. It's a really simple recipe. It doesn't have any egg in it. So if you have anyone with an egg allergy, this is a fantastic recipe because it doesn't have egg. Okay. So get it all mixed in. Make sure that there's no big chunks of brown sugar in there because you don't want take a mouthful and overload on brown sugar. All right, so after you've done that, you're going to, so this is 125 grams of butter. I've already measured it, cut it up, and I'm just going to microwave that for 40 seconds. So 40 seconds in the microwave, and we're going to pour that in there. I have covered my tin already, so the tin has a little bit of cooking spray in it, and then I've just stuck the paper inside, okay? So that is ready to go. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to get my 15 seconds to go. Stillness needs the 40 seconds. All right, so it's going to be quite hot when it comes out. Please make sure that you don't burn yourself. So our filling has a tin of condensed milk. This is for the caramel. Tin of condensed milk, 50 grams of butter. Mrs. Cook, I do need the other butter out of the thing. And some golden syrup. And that's all going in a saucepan. So I'm going to be doing some serious multitasking during this lesson today. But you are only cooking one of these recipes. You're not cooking all of them, so you don't need to be quite this frantic. And you're just going to stir that butter in until all of the mixture is wet. So you just got to get the butter on all of it. It's nice and moist. Good word that, moist. Everybody's favourite word. Yeah, I don't like it much. All right. Okay, so you want to have no dry ingredients. They all want to be covered in the butter. And then we're going to tip it into the tin. Okay. And I'm going to use a spoon. Oh, it's already back in my case. Wow. Back in here. I'm going to use the spoon to just smooth it out. And you want it to be level. So you're going to press it into the tin so it's nice and flat and level. You do not want a section that's thicker than the other, or else it will cook faster. So please make sure that you are only doing work plans on those computers. Mrs. Crook will be keeping an eye on what's happening on your screens. So make sure it's a work plan that you have open. Or at most your email. But nothing else. Okay, find the recipe book and you can start putting this into your work plan, because there's a chance you will forget between now and next Thursday that you have to cook. We do not have a single lesson next week. Right, so can you see how nice and flat that is? You get it all pressed in? I'll show the camera, see? Alright, so I'll put this in the oven. It only needs to be in here for 10 minutes on the middle shelf. So I'll just set a timer. 10 minutes in the middle shelf. Alright, so that's done. This mixture tastes really, really good too. I'm going to bring this one over here. So that's the one I'm going to use for my caramel. So I'm going to make my caramel filling first up. So I'm going to place butter. I need 50 grams. So I'm just going to chop that off. Oh yeah, as I said, this is not a weight loss meal, okay? It is...
You're going to gain weight from this.
Yeah, absolutely. If you eat all of it, one slice will not do you a lot of damage. There you go, 52 grams. That's
The
perfect.
2 slices will end.
But if you eat the whole slice, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. Okay, so 50 grams of butter. We're going to melt the butter.
Verified.
Okay, once the butter is melted, we're going to add the other 2 ingredients. So we need a full can of condensed milk. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. Okay, and then we need to let that bubble away for about 10 minutes. Okay, so once the butter is melted and filling and ingredients, add the filling and stir continuously wooden spoon for 10 to 15 minutes until thick and pale and golden. Now I'm going to stir, but it probably won't be as continuously as I would like. Alright, meanwhile, I'm actually going to measure out the peppermint filling. So I'm going to put icing sugar. So 2 cups of icing sugar. That's starting to melt. I'm just going to give it a swirl so it doesn't burn.